finally will launch and start to post about our project. The thing we're talking about the last couple of weeks. The project is called Good morning, friends. As usual, it's Monday morning. It's 5:30. I'm on my way to the gym, taking you again with me the whole week. I'm going to have a little upper body session now, and then we talk later. We are back from the gym. We had breakfast. I already had a couple of meetings for my consulting business. Now I will go back and working on the app. And it was a funny moment this morning. I went through the settings because I wanted to create some more development tickets and clicked on the button send notification, and this was not working. And this was reminding me of one thing. I'm building everything with like Claude Code right now, yeah. But the thing is, these vibe coding tools, they're really good in like building a front end and building a back end. But there's so much in between. Like you need authentication for the users. You need different databases. You need a testing environment. There is so much stuff, like also now what I realized with the notifications, like how do I send out emails? So there's so much stuff to do. And if you want to build something with no code and low code, there are so many things you have to keep in mind to really make an app that is also scalable at the end of the day. And I would say, let's go.
Wenn wir nichts Passendes haben zum Mapping, dann lassen wir es halt leer. Dann muss es halt spätestens in Planung verknüpft werden.
A little update, friends. As you see, I changed environments again. I don't know, Mondays are not like my most focused days, so I don't know, need some time to get into the week. But yeah, I just turned on the camera because now I was like, we're going close to the go live, and I had this feeling, hey, let's maybe check a bit the usage of the tool for like the testers and so on. And we had, and unfortunately, you could see that they were not like using it or really on a constant base. Some just used for like first 2 or 3 days after the workshop, which is giving me a little bit of like a headache now. If their opinion is like just to be friendly, or if there's like really usable feedback, So yeah, I will dig a little bit deeper into this. And when I have a solution for this, I will let you know. But yeah, that's from this side, and talk to you later, guys.
And in Notion, it divides it into top of funnel, middle funnel, bottom of funnel. It divides it into founders. So if it's your content, my content, and to like each social media platform. And this literally takes me like max 30 minutes to do because I'm just chucking all this stuff.
Where did you learn this process?
And I also go to the gym now. What do you mean process thingy?
No, yeah, where is it coming from that you're thinking in such in systems?
I watched the TikTok. No kidding. No, this guy thinks in a very structured way, which is very annoying sometimes, but sometimes it helps.
Is if you have these two things, this is the personal branding AI studio, but I want to hire him from my personal branding.
This?
No, like you just now changed it, but do you want to change it?
So quick in between update. We just calmed down. Our conversations got better. From actually pretty heated discussions turned into really good and insightful discussions. But yeah, we're having another little beer, continuing our conversations, and then I think wrapping up the day. Anything to add? Thank you.
No, I wasn't going to say anything valuable. Yeah, you're good.
No, I just like did the same thing he's always doing with me.
I know.
Oh, something super exciting happened. We basically got our first real lead from YouTube, came from YouTube to LinkedIn, and we're really interested in our personal branding app. Without that, we even showed something so far. This is just wonderful and exciting that these things are falling slowly in place. And yeah, I'm going back to work on the app actually. Later I'm working on the content process, and I'm taking you with me on this one. I want to explain you a little bit what we are changing or what we are making, what we are building there, because we're basically making it completely new. It basically has 3 layers, yeah? Number 1 is inputs. So this means everything we are doing in the week, yeah? So we're both doing like, for example, daily interviews, yeah? What happened during the day, what meetings, what kind of feelings we had, what kind of decisions, all of this stuff. So this is the input layer. Also meetings, yeah? Meetings, getting fed into this. And the third thing is like the calendar, like everything which we are doing basically. The meetings that are in the calendar, Piero and I usually doing a planning on Sunday and planning our whole week. So we already know what is there, yeah? This is basically the input layer, and then it's going into the process layer, yeah, where all these informations are processed. So this happens once a week, Sundays. So all this information, yeah, that I put it in here, getting processed, and the output for us is like a weekly plan, and this weekly plan has ideas for LinkedIn posts, for Instagram posts, for YouTube videos, also like a kind of shooting plan, which is helping us to say like, hey, you have this kind of meeting on Friday with this and this person. There could be something cool in there for the people, because also sometimes, you know, we're getting in our operating mode and then we're forgetting all of these. And then the last point is basically the outputs, yeah. So everything which is coming here is getting processed, is it becoming a weekly plan, and based on this we're producing the output. Means we're writing our posts, we're using our corporate design. It's not that we are that big, but our design, we're shooting the videos, we have shooting days together. When we're sitting together, we always have a camera with us. I'm also recording just stuff like now in the moment where I'm like, hey, this is something cool I want to share. So and this is reproducing the output then basically, and then the things are getting posted. My YouTube video every Sunday, Piero's YouTube video every Wednesday, for example. You should check him out. He's basically doing the same that I'm doing for our company, but just from the creative, from the marketing side, yeah. So super interesting. And this is basically how we, first of all, never running out of ideas. And the cool thing here is all the stuff we're anyways doing is the input for all of our content, yeah. There is no Sunday session where we're sitting there like, oh, what could we talk about? No, it's the things that happen, the things that we are documenting, yeah, our weekly kind of things. And from a system perspective, so currently, as you know, we're building our branding app, where, for example, the daily interview is already part of it. Working on the other things that are also coming, but for now, how we are doing it while we are building is like, I'm doing the daily interview with a Claude skill, yeah, in Claude Cowork. Meetings as well. We have a skill that is taking the meeting notes, is putting the tasks into our task board, and is just storing the meetings, yeah. And then the calendar the same. And then we're going over into the process. Again, a Claude skill running every Sunday at 6 p.m. Taking all the daily interview logs, the meeting notes, the things that are in the calendar, and is basically producing for us a weekly plan. Ideas, angles we could talk about, what could be the YouTube video also about, like what is kind of the topic, you know, like not a script, not a pre-written post, not a complete slideshow or something like this, more like ideas. Hey, this and this happened in your week, this and this is happening next week. This could be a super interesting angle. And then after like a manual review, which Piero is doing, he's deciding which kind of ideas are getting actually produced. And then we are aligning on this and producing the output. And as I said, sometimes we're sitting together, sometimes also I'm filming just stuff by myself, he's filming stuff by himself. And there is nothing really scripted anymore. This was in the past and I felt super uncomfortable with it. But now it's like, if I'm feeling good with it, or I'm currently doing something, I'm like, hey, this is like exactly where other people would probably also struggle with, I'm sharing it. This is a bit the new process. And the cool thing there is it's supporting that we are documenting instead of creating, yeah, which I really love to do and which Piero is also super passionate about. And it's basically you anyways doing these things, and all of the magic, all of the secrets are in there. Your brand lays in this, in the things you anyways doing on a daily basis, in your conversations and so on. We had this in one of the last videos already. There is your brand identity stored. I hope this process is also helpful for you. I wanted to share this because I think it makes a lot of things easier. I struggled a lot with creating content because I was also kind of feared to show up and never really liked the ideas, or I had this pressure on Sunday, I have to come up with like ideas. And now it's like, hey, I'm just documenting what I'm anyways doing. And there's a lot of things that when I'm seeing afterwards, or that I'm seeing then, there are anyways things where I see, oh yeah, this is really cool and this could be super helpful, and somebody is at the same stage, like this is the piece that should go out. And sorry for the shaking, like when I'm getting too excited, I'm always shaking on the table. This helped me also to get really a little bit over this kind of fear of like what to post and what to do. No, just I'm documenting what I'm doing. So yeah, as I said, I hope this will also help you. I'm going back to work on the app. We are like a couple of days, or maybe already when the video is out, like you can find the name and everything on the app on our socials, and also linked down below. We let us surprise on Sunday. But yeah, I'm going back to work on the app. Later I'm meeting again with Piero. We're going to Garage Coworking. There's a cool networking event today. Talking to other entrepreneurs, just get to know other people, and for sure you will be with me. Okay, then see you later, guys. How close do I have to get?
No, like this close is fine.
Okay, now we're at Garage Co-working right now. They're doing a little networking event tonight, and it's basically our first event as co-founders of, you will find it in the video description, this video. Here to just connect with people, maybe also finding out what other people have, what struggles they have with personal branding, and trying to get to know some new people, getting into some conversations, maybe finding some relevant context for whatever. It's always good to know people and to connect with people, and yeah, that's the plan for tonight. I would wish like networking events are in the morning, like a networking breakfast, you know?
That's because you wake up so early, bro. A networking breakfast would be interesting.
Yeah, exactly, because like 7:30 in the evening after like I don't know how many hours of work and gym and everything is like
co-workers and croissants.
Yes. Coming soon.
Coming soon.
I'm Chris. So I'm the co-founder of. This is the other person behind the company, and we're building an AI solution which is basically helping you creating your personal brand and helps you to stay always on brand.
Okay.
We have now a compliment of the day. If ideas were a currency, you would be a billionaire. I know. You don't have to tell me this.
The conversations were good, so we finished now the networking event for us. There are still a couple of people inside, but we had some, I think, cool conversations. Also super interesting, because we also tried in our conversations not to pitch what we are doing, to more like understand where people may be struggling. So we got also like a lot of cool information, basically for free. So I think it was a win. I would book it as another win for this week. I'm getting my Uber down there now. There we will leave in this direction. We also got like tested, which was funny because none of us was even like once checking what we're actually doing here. And then they were like, yeah, you have to do a speed pitch, like a 1-sentence pitch. And we were both looking at each other and we're not finally aligned on this. So yeah, it was more like, here's the cold water, jump into it. And I was the second person who got like the ball to present himself. So didn't have time to prepare it, but I think we managed it. This time a bit of like a different video. I don't have any value to provide, any process or any tool. It's just I stopped working now because I'm mentally completely overloaded. I was just sitting in front of my laptop being like, what am I doing here? Completely emptiness, no clear thoughts, nothing. So I decided now to stop working, give my brain some resting time. But that's also part of the game. It's not always about like peak productivity. Sometimes it's about like taking a break, maybe even an afternoon. So yeah, I will enjoy this cake now and a coffee descafeinado, and then go for a walk and see how it's going later. Just wanted to share this with you because sometimes it's also just like this. I'm enjoying my cake now. Bye. The week is coming to an end, finally. Yeah, what were we talking about this week? A lot of stuff. Our new content process, a bit about vibe coding and things you should have a look at. We fighted a bit with Piero. We implemented a new content process. A lot of exciting stuff this week. And on Monday, we finally will launch and start to post about our project. You know, the thing we're talking about the last couple of weeks, this exciting new thing we are doing. And it's called Merkion. The project is called Merkion, and I'm super excited about it because this will change the industry of personal branding for good. I'm so excited. On Monday, we will start. The waitlist will be open. We will post about it. We will inform you about it. And also from now on, and this is why I also push this YouTube channel even more, will everything about this, how we're building the company, what we are doing there, what is the thought process behind it, like everything. We will show you the highs, the lows. The journey of it officially starts here, yeah? And I'm super excited for this. I think I said this now for the 5th time, but that's it. So I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, I think with this said, I will enjoy the sundown now here in Valencia and then go to sleep, because this week was really exhausting, really a lot of exciting stuff. I'm happy, I'm looking forward to it.